Hey guys, Mango7Roll here. How are we doing today? Today I want to talk about the balance patch, not go into specifics exactly, but just about how they approach this balance patch and how I think they kind of dropped the ball. And by kind I mean a lot, just from my perspective and obviously a lot of your guys' perspective. My main problem with this balance patch is that nothing stands out. There's no poster boy. This isn't May 25th, the day Sierra was changed, or January 15th, the day also known as the day Laika got good, or like November whatever, the day Rakan finally started to do something. This is May 25th, the day that some stuff happened that didn't really matter. And I think that's a really big way to look at this. See like how they messed up. Assuming they messed up, this is again my opinion, I can be completely wrong. There's just nothing at all here that's not just a minor tweak here and there. I really feel like they need to add one thing per balance patch, especially if they're going to do these every 3 months or however long this has been. One thing per balance patch that really changes things. It's really changes the monster. And I don't mean a Nat 3. Nat 4 may be a great change. Nat 5s especially are perfect targets for this because that's what gets people excited. But Nat 3 is not so much. They did Amazon changes here. That seems to be their biggest overhaul was the Amazon changes, and it wasn't exciting. It wasn't a poster boy of this patch. So long story short about this patch, we'll just go through really quick here. Fairy King got the exact buff everybody wanted. Nobody's sad about that whatsoever. We've got the perfect Pung Bake change. Everybody is excited about that. Now everybody's going to max their Pung Bakes. We have a Rakshasa change since we've all been crying so hard about Rakshasas. We finally got them buffed. I was so glad we finally did it, Reddit. We got those Rakshasas buffed. We have the Amazon change we've all been wondering about, so we're stoked about that too. Oh, look at that. We have Rahul and a Chandra buff. Again, exactly what everybody's been hoping for. We're stoked about that, right? Obviously, obvious joking aside, I think the Rahul and Chandra change is amazing. I think it's not as exciting, but I think it's fantastic. I think the fact that he can cleanse himself is just unbelievably amazing. The two balances I want to actually look at here are the Succubus and the Dark Barbaric King. I see a lot of posts about the Dark Barbaric King, and he was one of my first LD 4 stars. So I have a lot of opinions about him. And here's my favorite change of the balance patch. We have a flavor change. I love flavor. I don't care what this does to the gameplay. This makes Succubus make more sense, and that makes me happy. I love changes like this. I play a lot of other games like Magic the Gathering, and everything there makes sense. Like the flavor is generally the flavor's there. Like if something is an executioner, he's going to do something executioner like. Therefore, the Succubus should do something Succubus-like, and this is more focused on that, because they can put them to sleep, they can put them under their spell, and then take advantage of them after. And that just, perfect sense to me. I love it. I'm so happy they did this. I'm so happy they did that. Another thing I really want to quickly look at here is the Valkyria change down here. Fixed the issue of the harmful effect being removed at different times according to the skill when receiving a critical hit. So assuming I'm reading this right, this means you can now triple crush a Camilla and it won't remove the defense break right in the middle of it. So you can get a full attack through with defense break. That is a huge, in quotes, I'm not sure how big it is, huge Camilla nerf. So yeah. Finally, what I want to focus on here is Regnier. I have him here, and I've had him forever. His runes are nothing right now. I don't use them. I have him max skilled. I previously used him extensively in Hall of Heroes, in dungeons and everything, because this skill was an AoE before. This made him just an absolute monster in Hall of Heroes. Unfortunately, that's not a thing anymore, so he's out there. I'm not sure if this is better or worse now for Guild War, but I will be trying him out. And just a forewarning for a lot of people who think, wow, 25 to 40% chance he's going to be amazing now. I don't think so. He's so unbelievably unreliable. Like, I can't even express how unreliable he is. He's also, his base stats are just terrible. Yeah, he's a tough one. He's so much fun, but he's just not good. The thing I find with him is you can't build him bruisery because he doesn't have the stats for it. You have to build him like mostly glass cannony unless you have insane runes and you can get some survivability on it too. The thing I really notice here is he is dark, and that is just such a huge bane for him. Because in Guild War, it's really hard to bring a dark DPS. I'm sure you've all brought your dark damage dealer in and everybody's ganged up on him and he's died first turn. That happens so much with Regnier, and there's no way to really fix it. One thing too is that for him to be the same as another person, you have to proc Frenzy once. And then he'll be about the same as another monster you could bring. But the problem is, the other monster you could have brought could have an elemental advantage over it, so he would be better in that sense too. Sure, if you proc Frenzy twice, which is 40% twice in a row, he will do more damage than that aforementioned monster. But you don't need it at that point. Everything's already dead. Long story short, with Regnier, I don't think he's going to change much. I'm not happy with him still. He's a lot of fun, but he's a lot of bad too. I also brought him in Necro once, and if Regnier performed as well in Necro, killing my entire team as he did in Guild War all the time, he'd be the best monster in the game. So here's hoping he proves me wrong. I think I'm going to build him Rage or Fatal. I may try Violent too. Actually, I will try it all just to see which I like better. But I just don't see it, you know? The other big, really, really big problem with him is this right here. This doesn't make any sense to me. And it's one of the big changes that needs to be made to him to be viable in Guild War. He just needs a better leader skill. In order to use Regnier, I always found myself using two monsters that didn't have a leader skill, and I'd be left using Resistance, which just cuts your abilities so much. And it's so painful to have to use a Resistance leader skill, especially when you're trying to use an offensive team like this. Like, Praha's leader skill is fantastic when you're using a Praha-based team. But if you're using a team with, like, Bernard, Lucian, Regnier, just as a stupid example, you don't want to use Resistance lead, you know? And that's the type of team Regnier really needs to go on. I will try to bruiser him, like HP crit damage attack, kind of like my Brandy is built, but I just don't see it working. But I will try it. And one more thing I want to go through is Brandia. You guys need to give her a shot. She's great. She's not great. She's good. She's usable. I use her in a ton of different places. I have her built completely bruiserish. I have her 6-starred. I have her skilled up. Her arena is fantastic. I can hold top 1,000 arena with her until rush hour, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, give her a shot. Her second skill, I see a lot of people saying it should get a cleanse, and oh my god, would she be a monster then. I'd be so happy about that. I welcome any changes. And more importantly, if you gave her second skill a cleanse, you would also give my girl Eleanor a second turn cleanse, which, in my opinion, would probably make her one of the best monsters in the game. So please, please, please do that for me, Contuous. Listen to Reddit for that one, just that one, and I'll be so happy. Anyways, this was Mango 7 Roll with a little bit of balanced discussion, not so much on specifics. Have a great day and see you guys again. Let me know what you plan on doing with this patch.